Well, it's certainly been a privilege, to have the opportunity to coach this group of young men on this team. It's sometimes easy to do the right thing some of the time, but these guys over the last year have done things right almost all the time. And, the goal today was you control your destiny, you control what you do. The outcome of the game, as good as LSU was, will be determined by how we play and what we do, and I think the players really responded well to that. We went to see the movie Red Tails last night, which I would recommend to anybody, but those guys' motto was the last plane, the last bullet, the last man, the last minute, we fight. And we always stay with the mission. And I think that kind of described the spirit of that group extremely well, but it also describes the spirit of the group of players that we have on our team this year, and takes a tremendous amount of resiliency to come back. It was tougher losing a game, and I think that demonstrates the character of the people in that locker room to come back from that game and finish the season like they did.
Questions for Alabama? We'll start here on the front row, far right.
This question's for Coach Saban and for A.J. both. Coach, Marquise gets hurt very early in the game, and then Norwood comes in, 4 catches, 78 yards. Talk about the job he did stepping in. This is for Coach and A.J. both.
I didn't hear exactly who you were asking about.
Asking about the job that Norwood did after Mays got hurt.
And who you say came in?
Norwood.
Oh, Kevin Norwood did a great job in the game. Made some big catches, and we knew we were going to have to throw the ball on first down to move the ball effectively. I thought our receivers did a great job. A.J. did a great job. We had solid protection for the most part. So, it was really a team effort, but those guys made some outstanding catches, and Kevin has, when he's got the opportunity to play this year, he's played well and made good plays for us, and, made big catches, and he certainly made some big catches tonight.
I mean, we didn't have that, happen all year, but when we rotate in and out during practice, and we see that happen all year long, every day of the week. Guys step up and make plays for us, and my offensive line gave me time, and I just put it in their area, and those guys went up and made a bunch of plays tonight for me, and you can't say enough about that group.
Let's move to the far left. I see 2 hands, and then we'll come to the center. Go ahead.
For A.J., what was your reaction when, you got the game plan and you saw, I guess, how much was going to be on your shoulders, especially on first down plays?
I mean, I was very thankful, first of all, about it. We've been leaning on number 3 all year. I mean, he's our workhorse. He's our main guy. And we knew coming into the game somebody else had to step up. And Coach just gave me an opportunity. Like I said, when you got a group of receivers like I have, it makes your job easy as a quarterback. And you just got to put it in their area. They go up and make the plays for you. And they make you look like the hero. But, it all falls back on those guys and that offensive line for giving me enough time.
Again, on the far left.
Nick, this movie that you guys went to see last night sounds a little like a variation on what you've been saying all year about finish, something left over from last year. In this game, did you feel like this team came as close as a team can come to finishing every play mentally, physically, emotionally?
Well, that was kind of the message before the game, is that we wanted to finish. In fact, it was a question: how bad do you want to finish? What's your effort going to be, your enthusiasm, your excitement to play in the game, the toughness that you're willing to play with, all the intangibles, and you do it one play at a time. And regardless of what happens in the game, and I think we certainly didn't play a perfect game. We got a field goal blocked. We couldn't score a touchdown for a long time, but the guys just kept playing, and never once was anybody ever discouraged about anything that ever happened in the game, and I think that attitude prevailed for us as a team. We were just going to play one play at a time, finish each play, and regardless of what the circumstance was on the play before, have a sort of an I will not be denied attitude about how we'll play the next play. And I think that spirit was sort of reflected out there in the way our players competed.
The center of the room, back about 8 or 9 rows. Go ahead.
This question is for quarterback McCarron. What motivated you going into the second half after you did so well in the first half? You came out in the second half, you were fired up again. It's something that it didn't happen in the first game, but this second game, you really came up fired up. What was your motivation?
Well, I always laugh about it. After or during that Florida game, I'm sure pretty much most of the country saw Coach, rip me for showing too much emotion. And after the LSU game, the first time he told me to play like myself, show emotion. And
Well, let me correct that. I just didn't want to have to pull that big guy you're ready to get into it with off of you.
So Coach told me to, show some emotion, play like myself. And I'm just thankful Coach, gave me the opportunity to, come out and, put the ball in my hands and let me make some plays.